veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got ice in my veins, I've been driving. In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again, I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again, I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh. 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, 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 la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh. Veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, 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 la 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 la, la 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 la. 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, 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 la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh. things. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah.
Yes, good people, big up to all of you. Thank you so much for finding the time to join me on the show for another edition of the Blue Morning Show, where today we'll talk about Willian. We'll talk about the details of his the deal he signed with Chelsea. Talk about Tariq George, and then we'll talk about Amanda Broya, his reported the reported interest of AC Milan in the signature. We'll talk about Ch3lsea, Chelsea reported Chelsea's interest in Ch3lsea. Talk about Jhon Duran, and then Olise, and Olise again. And as the show progresses, if anything new emerges, be rest assured this will be one of the first places you'd hear about it, because that's how we operate. But that's, by the way, I'm going to go straight to saying hello to those of you who are already in the chat, because we keep it interactive here to show that we appreciate you all. The first item here is, of course, encouraging you to become a paid member, and it doesn't cost a lot if you can afford it. If not, no problem. You're still a valid member of the community. Good morning to you all. I say it's Ch3lsea Ultra. Nice to see you, Ch3lsea Ultra. I do hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And we have Ari Z17. When any update on Michael Olise again? Nothing new has emerged. You could argue we've been the same thing we've already addressed, but sometimes they try to present it from a different perspective, but you can say all the same. Good coffee right here. And it says, that's my Bass 05, my Iraqi bro. Always nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. It says, big up Kachila, RIP, Matija Sakic, the Montenegrin? Oh, international goalkeeper died at the tender age of 26. Sorry to hear that, and may his soul rest in peace. Whether you know the person or not always a good thing to lose a loved one. Even if you don't know him, he is somebody's a loved one. Your camera blah. Oh yeah, I had an issue with the camera before. I'm quite sure this wasn't set now, or is my camera still blah? Oh, probably, yeah. Poor connection right there. I'm not sure why that is the issue, but thank you for that. If it doesn't improve, I will bring down the quality, so maybe that will help. Well, big up, coach. You are dealing with bloodlines. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure why that is the case. Maybe I need to reduce. Let me see. Reduce the camera quality here. 1080p. Let me go down to 720. I hope it doesn't. Let's see if that works. Let's see if 720 looks better. I'm not sure, and I don't have the background set up properly. If I take up the green screen, I'll have a serious issue. I definitely do think the problem is, yeah, the internet connection quality, I think. But that's, by the way, big up to you. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's a problem. Good morning to you too. Andrew Phillips says, Olise is progressing. Joe Shields is trying his best to convince him, because our power play over players have diminished. Watching Kai Havertz's performance made me cry yesterday. He wanted to leave and we let him go. So I'm not gonna look back and regret anything. But that's just my opinion anyway. I'm not sure what's wrong with this mic camera here. It's still happening even after reducing it to 720p. Maybe I should stop using, but it's looking good on the monitor here. Maybe I should stop using green screen. That may well be the reason why this is happening. But that's, by the way, Andrew Phillips. Thank you for that. I'm not regretting anything, I have to be honest with you. Nervous today, coach. Waiting for the Italy game. They haven't been good. But they are. Last time when they won the competition, they weren't that good either. So they can spring up a surprises anytime, any day. Morning to you too. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Also, RIP to Kevin Campbell. He died at the age of 54 after a brief illness. Yeah, I agree. I did see that, and may his soul rest in peace. I'm gonna try to turn off the green screen to see if that's virtual background, to see if that solves the problem. What do I do here? Wow, what's going on here? Am I connected to my new internet connection or something? Just give me a second here. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. The bandwidth is good, but I'm not sure why it's blurry. It's not anything with my camera. I'm not sure why that is happening. The light, I think, is not the issue. But anyway, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We will find a solution. Let me see if the back camera is blurred too. Let's see. That doesn't look blurred. It looks good. So what could be the issue? Well, while you wait for me to sort it out, please keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time. Yep, it's still blurry. So I'm not sure what the problem is. The back camera still looks blurry. The virtual background again. Reducing intensity. Let's see if it comes back. So I'm not sure what's causing that. Gosh. Yeah, it's really, the production is really poor. All right, but keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's see if it's improved. If it doesn't, if someone else joins me on the panel, I will seek for a different solution. Hopefully that will solve the problem. I'm not sure why it is like that. But thank you for that information. That it says, what do you think about if Sterling or Gallagher to be one of them to be sold? I'm not sure. Everything comes down to the manager. If honestly, nah, I'm not sure which of them to choose. Honestly, let the manager make that decision. It's his job. He's the one that's gonna. Um, he's our manager. He knows how he wants to approach the game and knows which of the two players suits his preferred approach very well. Let's see. I'm not sure why that's blurry. I'm gonna try something. If that doesn't work, then not on my end. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Bobby is here. Maybe as he starts speaking, um, I'm gonna try to see if I can sort out the issue that has led to the picture being as blurred as it is. That's seriously not okay. Really, it looks weird. Let me go to the presentation window and see how the presentation window itself looks. All right, let's see. Kim, so nice to see you, and big up to you too, Tommy Bryan. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Kim, so you probably must have learned by now. You do know how to sing that song, don't you? I think it's still looking blurry. I'm not sure why. Oh, it says that you're not blurry. I'm not blurry on this one. I'm not sure why that is, but big up to you, Bobby. Thank you for finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's start addressing the items we have lined up here. And Bobby, as I speak, if you hear me talk about anything that you have something to say about, you can always come in. Don't wait for me to ask you questions because sometimes some of them don't need that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. 29 likes, and we are 29 minutes into the show. Let's see if we can get it to 200 likes as soon as possible. It's possible as soon as you keep dropping the likes on the stream. The first item talks about Willian. Yesterday we were joking, and I was asking people, I don't know whether the pen that the Primaris president would he would use it to it would want to use it to sign off on the contract is still being produced. So finally, it looks like the deal is done. It says Willian underwent his medical for his move to Chelsea in Sao Paulo, Brazil, this Friday um, after this Friday afternoon, accompanied by officials from Chelsea. So that deal is over the line. I look forward to seeing him. I think in 2 years' time, or it's 2025. They said. Final payment structure for Willian, 33.8 million pounds guaranteed payment, 16.9 million pounds in easy add-ons, whatever easy add-ons means there. I don't know. 4.2 million in a difficult add-ons. I don't know. It's still not clear to me. And I was also say it's a 4.2 million. Yeah, 4.2 million in difficult add-ons. We've read that. And total is 54.9 million pounds. He will be a Chelsea player and a signer until 2032. The plan is a first team Fabrizio Romano. I think it's that good. I think I read something suggesting that the delay was down to the fact that Palmeiras wanted him to stay until the end of the season, and Chelsea wanted him to no to until December to so to speak, and Chelsea wanted him to leave Palmeiras immediately and join the first team. But it's a bit confusing here. I thought we were told that he's going to join us in 2025 or is it 2024? I'm not too sure, but I'm glad we've gotten that
He's
deal over the.
joining in 2025. He's
I don't
joining.
have. Go ahead.
He's joining. Actually, he's joining this year at the end of the year when he turns 18. He will play with Palmeiras at the World Club Cup, which is part of the deal.
Okay.
And then after that, he will come straight to Chelsea.
So, which means he'd be playing against us at the Club World Cup.
Possibly,
And we're
possibly. I don't
participating in
know.
the next edition, right?
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I don't know if in that sort of competition, loaned players or players that or players that are more or less belonging to one club, but still as a contractual deal playing with another club can play against that club. It's
Hmm.
possible. It's possible, but I don't see them doing that. It doesn't really make much sense. But yeah, he's joining us then. That's it. But I'm just concerned. I think. Well, when I say I'm concerned, I think we need to give him time when he comes to Chelsea. People will expect him to come in ripping up trees, but I don't think. I don't think he should. I think he should be given time because he will be a player that will. Yes, he's good, but he's young, and he's got to get used to his environment, his teammates, and his play is still developing. Exceptional talent, but we must allow him to develop correctly.
Yeah, we must allow him to develop correctly, and it could take a while. He could hit. Chances are he hits the ground running. You never know. I think adaptation period differs for every player. But he's an excellent talent. He will eventually come good. It's only a matter of time. You're not okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what's something that I can't complain. Eben, CFC, nice to see you. Boom. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And we have here Tommy Bryan saying rival fans have already started hating on Estevao and Pies, yet their clubs aren't making a signing for the future of the arrogant Charles. I think I agree. They're just jealous and weren't able. You could say probably chances are some of the clubs, their respective clubs, were interested in signing Esther Willian, but weren't able to get to sign him. And now we sign him, so they're just jealous. In my opinion, that's how I see it. Easy Adams dribble 10 players in one game. Chip the goalkeeper, dunk on Arsenal, pass the ball, don't be like Sterling. Yeah, I like that one. Honestly, I know you're joking, but yeah, it sounds it's believable. Some people can actually we see that and believe, yeah, that's actually what easy add-ons mean. Let me know if the picture quality has improved. If not, if I find space, I will refresh my screen. The monitor looks perfect, 1080p actually, but it looks like the output of for some of the consumers out there doesn't look good, and I'm not sure why. 32 likes already. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. We move on. We're going to go back to the presentation window and go to the next item we have lined up here. And the next item here, Tariq Judge, we did talk about his contract yesterday, the fact that he signed a new contract. It says that Tariq Judge has signed all documents to say at Chelsea on a longer contract agreement sealed as revealed yesterday. Exclusive story now confirmed. The 2006 born talent will be part of present and future projects as his contract was one of the club's priorities this week. So we've tightened that one down. I think the club, we've learned a valuable lesson. We don't we're not risking too much with regards to player contracts. We don't. Well, we're trying the best we can to avoid the Rudiger Andreas Christensen situation, I'm happy we're doing that. Let's say, yeah, interested in signing Amanda Pro. Yeah, we get to that deal too. Bobby, I know you watch Academy Kids. I don't know if you know this kid, Tariq George, but I was
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Um, to be fair, in recent times, because of my health, I have not been watching as
Okay.
much of the academy as I have done in the past. I used to follow them quite religiously, around the Ruben Loftus-Cheek era, that sort of era. Jeffrey Brumer, I was watching nearly every one of the, certainly their cup games. But I'm still in touch. Yeah, this is a talent. I don't know why, Roger used to think, oh, the set of youngsters we have now are not as good as they were in the past. I beg to differ. I think they're just as good. Maybe even we've got a few pockets of even better players. Um, but yeah, let's watch him. He's exciting. It's very difficult getting into the first team from the academy. Really is. But yeah, let's see. Let's see how he evolves. Maresca has a mandate to use some of these youngsters, and he may be one of them that may get at least a spot on the bench for some games,
Mm.
some cup games.
Yeah, hopefully I'm glad that again the fact that uh we moved to get him to sign a new contract to me it shows that we value him and hopefully he comes good in the future. Here we have Ajay Edikachi. Good day to you too, Ajay. I hope you're doing well. And Brian to is that Ch3lsea, we want Olise to play for Chelsea Football Club. At least we do want him to play, and we haven't been hearing much with regards to our pursuit of Olise. But that doesn't mean we're not working on it. We're working on it. I think it was 2 days ago that Fabrizio Romano reported that we got the permission to speak with him, to seek an agreement for personal terms with him. How far we've come with that, I honestly do not know. The boy is very good. I pray he maintains it at this level in first team football. We can only hope and pray, and the club must have seen something in him. The fact that they moved to get him to sign a new contract. We move to the next item. This talks about Amanda Broya. AC Milan want to sign Amanda Broya regardless of the outcome of the negotiations with Zeki. Is that Zeki? How do you pronounce that his name? They want to bring in two strikers. They will scout him tomorrow when he plays for Albania. So that you can say complicates if in fact our plan is to add them to the Duran deal. This complicates the situation because you can't force a player to go to a club he doesn't want to go to. It's a serious issue. Bobby, I don't know if you have anything to add to that. And while you speak, I'm going to try the best I can to fix my camera problem here. The screen really does look blurry. The production isn't the quality. I'm not sure what's going on there. But go ahead, Bobby.
Sorry, were we talking about Broja?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, AC Milan are interested, and the chances are, if he prefers to go to AC Milan, then he'll make it difficult for us to add him to the Duran deal if he's the one that Aston Villa are looking to get to replace Duran.
Um, what are we? What date is it today? The 15th. Transfer window
Yeah, the
opened
15th. Yeah,
yesterday.
just 2 days into the transfer market.
Yeah, I
Into
mean,
the transfer
there's
window.
negotiations will be ongoing. I know maybe some of them would have started before the window opened. Um, hmm, I don't know. If he's not part of the Duran deal, there'll be other brokerage within that deal. It may not necessarily end up being player plus money or however it is. It wants to be structured or needs to be structured. I understand why Aston Villa are looking for players in the deal because they're going to have to sell players to satisfy PSR. And indeed, they are selling Douglas Luiz for that purpose. But I don't know. AC Milan, how serious are they? Can they even afford him? Italian clubs are not particularly flush with cash anymore. There's no point just giving him away for 5 million. I would expect at least 20 million for him and a good add-on, a good add-on clause, a good sell-on clause, possibly even a buyback clause. So it's an interesting one, but I think this is the summer that he will be sold. He probably needs to be sold for both him and for the country and for the club. And
Hmm.
AC Milan, possibly. Nothing is conclusive yet. The fact that they are interested doesn't really mean to say that he's going there.
Yeah. And but I'm just concerned that if he's the one that Villa are looking at to get to sign, if in fact they can afford him, just like you mentioned, and he decides that if he chooses AC Milan over Villa, I think that will complicate our pursuit of Jean Duran. I hope that's not the case. But I see the boys very good. We've talked about that one, and we have things. Jorginho thinks our academy is not that good because he has been corrupted by the money. Poch paid him to be his lifelong lawyer. Wow, some accusation right there. 1234 Scotland get battered. It was never going to be. It was almost always going to be a mismatch. In all honesty, it wasn't like Germany. You could argue, no taking away credit to them. They played very well. They and they won the game. But the truth remains, it was never going to be close. Scotland, they don't have the team. It's as simple as that. And that's my opinion anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. And apologies for the blurry picture. I've checked on my iPad. I think it's still a bit blurry. But for the presentation screen, you can still read what we have on the screen that we're addressing. Big up to you too, Nehemiah. I hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. We move on. We don't have too many items lined up. Hopefully, as the show progresses, we have a lot more to talk about because, yeah, definitely a lot more will emerge. We could be in the middle of the show and an update emerges with regards to the opposite of Michael Olise and Jhon Duran. This talks about Chelsea have joined the race for Stuttgart forward Shehu Gurasi. That's according to Build Sports Build. It's a German outlet. And Gurasi is an excellent finisher, but he's not that
Yeah.
young anymore. So I'm surprised why we're looking at him. Let me just confirm his age right now. I don't know if you have
Mm.
anything to add to that. I'm
Well,
shocked. I don't know whether to believe Sports Build, but if we
the,
get Gurasi, I'd host a party because he's an excellent finisher and a good player overall. But go ahead.
well, this is the time for all these things. I don't know who this guy is. I really don't.
Oh, but you need to check him out. He's an excellent finisher. But go ahead,
Yeah.
what you were saying.
How old is he?
I think it probably. Let me check again. But he's not. He's past that age bracket.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, accuracy, age. Let me find his age. 28.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is the
Yeah, but
season, isn't it? There are going to be rumors and rumors about rumors. Agents will be putting things out there to try and help manipulate negotiations. I think Chelsea's at the moment quite focused on Duran. It would seem. I'm not sure anybody else is very much in their sights, especially a 28-year-old. I think this is
mhm.
just smoke and mirrors, maybe to force through the deal by showing that he's not the only option, which he isn't in terms of Duran. So I don't know what to make of this. I don't know this guy. You say he's an excellent finisher. I'll take your word
You
for
should
it.
check him out. He's a goal machine. He's one
Wow.
of those players you could say that pick. You could say that just like DJ Drogba, they didn't uh, they didn't start performing at the highest level at the earlier stages of their career, but towards the end of their career, you
Wow.
can argue. But go ahead with what you were saying.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. As I said, I don't know him, but if he's as good as you say, then I can't imagine he'll be at Stuttgart much longer.
Yeah, there are other clubs interested too. But let's see where he decides to go. And something else I want to ask you, Bobby, if we're to believe that report, it simply shows a shift in, you could say, uh, and a shift in our strategy in terms of it just it shows that we're starting to to look at more experienced players. It's not that we don't have experience right now, but I wanted to ask you, in the case of Tosin, do you think we just had to sign him because it was an opportunity that was too good to overlook, to pass? Or do
Yeah,
you think we'd
there's
sign
a bit
more experienced players?
there's a bit of that. He's on a free transfer, and his age meant that we could pay him perhaps a little bit more and give him a shorter length of contract. I think he's the shortest contract we've signed in 2 years. And even at that, that's 4 years he's got. I don't know. As I say, this Garassi guy, if he's as lethal as is said, I don't know what his injury record is like. And remember, he's scoring goals in the Bundesliga. Would he be able to do that in the Premier League? Whereas at least Duran has shown a, you know, he's been Premier League exposed. Let's put it that way.
And
Um,
his minutes to goal ratio is good.
yeah, I mean, this is all very, very. This is a hard one. This is where the sporting directors will have to earn their money because I don't know. Between the two of them, I can't really decide. There's so many pros and cons.
Yeah, let's see what happens. But even if we don't end up signing him, I think I'm still fine. We have a good squad, and Duran won't be a bad signing, in my opinion. I get it. A lot of people are still concerned, given that he didn't play that much last season. But if you look deeper beyond, you say, beyond his game time blurring uh, your decision, or you coming to the conclusion that he's good or not. If you look beyond that, if you can overcome that, I think you find out that he's actually he will be an excellent acquisition for us if we're able to get the deal over the line. Guirassy is a very good player, and he stays fit too. Guirassy, now that will be a great signing, but will it happen? That's the question. Or is it just a sports build, just you can say, knowing that if they put out such, that will be all over it, we'll suck up to it, and more clicks for them. Scotland have some good players, but not as good. It's a mismatch still. Not as good as the German national team. Yeah, so anytime, any day, I would bet that Germany would beat them, given the squad they have right now. That's not to say they won't, again, if they keep playing, you say, every 3 days, there won't be a day that Scotland will end up beating them, because the game is played over 90 minutes plus added time. But we will almost always bet on Germany beating them. Yes, let's leave Duran or get a Guirassy instead. I don't see that happening, but there are reports suggesting chances that we might well move on to him. This guy is a bomb. Okay, you think? The striker Chelsea need is Nicholas Fokrock. Is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know who that is. Guirassy is not good. Most of his goals at Jamie. I'm not sure I understand that, but Nacho, nice to see you. You should scout for Manchester United and not us. Let us Chelsea fans scout for our club. We don't need you to do that work for us. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Naturalini, yep, yeah, he's scared. He's scared that we will hijack yet another target of Manchester United. Yeah, he doesn't know. We know they're also looking at him. And look at him scouting for us. Yep. This says Jhon Duran, which demands another potential obstacle. Chelsea have been trying to cut their wage bill and have adopted a policy of handing out long and heavily incentivized contract. There remains a good chance the deal will go through. But this, to me, sows some doubt in my mind that there could be there's a chance we may end up not getting the deal over the line, but I'm not too concerned because we've been told that we're looking at, excuse me, other options too. Bobby, are you concerned? But I like the heavily incentivized contract. I think it makes sense. If you perform, you earn a lot. If you don't perform, you cannot sit. You cannot be a bench warmer and be earning as much as those who are playing better than you and playing week in week out. But let's hear you, Bobby.
There was a chat group on X that I joined for about 10 minutes last night and heard some of the most stupid, uninformed conversations I've heard in a long time. Chelsea are looking ahead to the economic environment and the shift in regulations that's going to affect everybody. They're just stealing a march ahead of other clubs, and they are getting their house and their books in order to not be in violation of the PSR and the coming salary cap algorithm calculated from the least income club in the Premier League. All these are coming. This is the PSR 70% of your wage expenditure has already kicked in this summer. And then the algorithm for which will minimize how much you can give in wages within your 70% cap will kick in next summer. So Chelsea's ahead of the curve. I don't see this as a problem. They're not offering bad wages, just like they're amortizing wages, if that makes sense. Incentivized wages and amortized. And the incentivized wages make sense. You get your bonuses based on your achievements because your achievements bring in revenue, and that's the revenue that will pay you your bonus. All businesses do it. I can't think of any serious big business that doesn't give bonuses based on success of the company. That's just how business works. So if you, for example, qualify for the Champions League, you get your bonus from that. In your, for example, 8-year amortized contract, every year there's an increment to your wages anyway. The rest is padded out by performance related bonuses. To me, that's just pure genius. The thing you're offering the player in relation to him going somewhere else and they're offering 300k a week is that he will get that 300k eventually spread over a period of time, but what he will have is the advantage of long-term security, within which, should he wish to, he could negotiate elsewhere, but he will have that long-term security. I mean, I can't see anything wrong with that. I think that's a good bargaining tool. I think it's more effective the younger you are, because you want to be secure when you're young, so you can plan and go forward with your future. Um, I see the Duran deal going through. If the club really want him, I can't really see why they can't get him. So I don't know. You know, there's a lot of talking up, talking down, talking left, talking right, and all that. But eventually, what will be will be. If this guy is the guy that's within our sights, that's the guy Chelsea's going to get. I don't know. Can you hear me? I can't hear
Yeah,
you. All right.
yeah, I had to again. I was still on mute and I was speaking. No way Chelsea will buy a Fulkrug. Is that how you pronounce his name? Actually, when he's literally near the end of this of his career. How old is he? 29 or 30, 31, I think. Let's see what else we have here. Fulkrug, okay, 31. Dude, Google it if you don't believe me. Yeah, I think he's 31. Yeah, I wasn't too sure myself. And the blue to again is in the house. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Bobby is right. The Premier League match officials and the FA. Let's see what we have here. And the FA are destroying football. I don't believe they're trying to improve the game. I think it's all rooted in corruption, in my opinion. Of course, big up to you too, bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I do hope you're doing well. Shalom to you too, Mr. Ch3lsea. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. And we have the mindful is saying I don't want to run. Anyways, we need someone to compete with Jackson. I think he's the guy, in my opinion, because his profile differs to the profile of the profile of Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson, Cole Palmer. He brings something different to the table that complements the skill set of all the players we have, and I think he'd be a good signing for us. Hopefully we'll get the deal over the line. But that's fine. Anyway, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And quickly, to those of you who are watching, but for some reason you're not able to participate in the chat, just know that we appreciate you and that you watching alone does go a long way. But we want to ask you for one favor, one tiny bitty favor, which is to take a second and drop a like on the stream for us. The likes do go along. We sincerely do appreciate you. 39 likes, and we're shooting for 200 likes. Can we get it to 200 likes? If we're this slow, come on, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. Let's see. This says I was yeah, I know. Listen, he is scouting for us, and we don't want him. Girassi is 28, but I think he's a fine finisher. He has height, and he's good aerially too. But his finishing, he's got some finesse in his finishing. He's an excellent finisher on his day. RGN Ngale, Mr. Ngale, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I love Jhon Duran striking. Yep, he strikes the ball so sweetly. And as Mikhail we say, once he strikes the ball, he stays a strike. Yep. Gets his destination. And that his, should I call it, I think, instinctive shooting. He doesn't wait for it to be perfect, for the space, the timing to be perfect before he shoots. He shoots instinctively. Once he's in a position to shoot, he shoots. He can shoot from outside the box. He can shoot, do tappings also. And yeah, I like him. And that's how he differs. You can say one, you can say pronounced way he's different from Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson in most cases hesitates to shoot, and that's an issue. You want your striker to shoot instinctively, and you have that in Jhon Duran. It's my cousin. We did one for you yesterday. Yeah, we did one for you yesterday. How do you pronounce his name? Is that Lilac? Just give me a second. We get back to that. Let me highlight it. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And I do hope you're doing well. How many likes? 41 likes. Let's get it to 50 likes already. I've heard that Emery didn't want to sell Duran, but Villa had to because of PSI. And you can say, I'm not sure. I think they're selling him because we're interested, because we're pushing to sign him. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Give me 1 second here. I want to take care of something quickly here. Have I shared the link? I think I have. Yep, which was why Bobby is able to join. I'm trying to see why my camera is still like that for some people. I'm looking at it on my iPad and the picture looks good. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let me see. All right, I've highlighted that. Once it's time to big up people for their birthdays, to remind me, I'll do that. And you're saying happy birthday to him. Okay, happy birthday to your cousin. I'll come back to that in a bit. And we did one yesterday for you, so we have to do for someone else today. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Anything else? Wally Waldo, you're having a good conversation with him right there. How many Chelsea players at the Euros? I didn't count. Mudrik is there. Who else is there? Cole Palmer, um, Conor Gallagher. What names am I missing? Who else is there? Amanda Broya is there. Yep. Who else? Mm, who else is there? Can somebody help us with the names of all Chelsea players at the Euros? I want to know. And Keyshawn, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning, my bro. I hope you're doing well.
Chelsea players at the Euros, we've got
Yeah, go ahead, Bobby.
Gallagher, Palmer, Mudrik, Broja, Maatsen, and if you count Lukaku, then he's there as well.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, Lukaku. Yeah, we should count Lukaku. Yeah, go ahead. What you were saying, Bobby?
Yeah, so that's it. Those are the ones that are there. Isn't that what you asked?
Keep dropping the likes. Yeah, that was what I asked. Thank you for that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. The likes do go a long way. No, when last did he play? Gallagher, yeah, I've counted Gallagher. 2. Cole Palmer, I've counted Cole Palmer. Amanda Broya. Yep, Kukureya. Yep, Kukureya is there. And yep, Kukureya is there. I hope he gets to play today. And we have are we monitoring he's playing in Euros? I don't know who we're monitoring. I'm just, again, we can only see I haven't seen any reports suggesting that we're interested in signing him. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Who's French Tender? Who's that? Do you have who you calling French Tender? Oh, defender. Who's that? No. Do we have any French contingents? Badia Sheila didn't go, right? Desassi didn't go. Who else? Gusto didn't go. Wesley Fofana didn't go. I don't think we have any French contingents there. Yeah, we don't have any. As long as we get a striker who chosen perfectly, stationed himself for a whooper, he's welcome at Chelsea. I just don't want, a striker just like again in the mold of Lukaku, who wants the ball to arrive at his feet before he shoots, doesn't adjust his positioning. If again in situations where the defender reads the game well and tries to cut off the cross to stop it from getting to Lukaku, he usually doesn't adjust his position to try to get ahead of the defender. Yeah, it's a good point right there. I don't want that sort of I don't want that sort of striker. I don't think we have any French player in Euros. Yeah, Mudrik. Yeah, Maatsen too. Maatsen let call up. He wasn't called up until the Dutch. They had about 2 players out, and they called him. I think Nkunku is there. No, he's not. No, Nkunku was omitted from the French squad. Wasn't he, Bobby? Yeah, I think he was. He was omitted. All right, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And to those of you who are watching, but for one reason or the other, you're not able to join in the chat, please take a second to drop a like on the stream for us. The likes do go a long way. Was Gusto called up? Bobby, was Gusto called up for the Euros?
No, because he's been out injured.
Yeah. I don't think so, but let's check. I don't think we have any of our senior players. Again, if anything, we talked about players that will be going to the Olympics. Okay, Chelsea players at the Euros. Let me see if this has it all. Euro 2024. Let's look at the correctness in, I think. Something we already know, but why? Okay, we have um I'm trying to find the list. I think Gusto wasn't called up. France 20 Euro 2024 squad. Let's see if find any Chelsea. Okay, Euro 2024. Yeah, none of our French defenders went. Why is the Bluetooth again confusing me? They have Samba, Mike Maignan, Ariola, Benjamin Pavard, Ferland Mendy, Upamecano. How does Upamecano get selected? Kunde, Saliba, Arsenal, Jonathan Klaus, Theo Hernandez, AC Milan, Ibrahim Konate. Yeah, that those are the defenders. No, so Gusto isn't there. Yep, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And it says the rivals are propagating a lie on social media, claiming Chelsea only go after players that they first have picked interest in. I've seen that myself, which is clearly not true. My United fans are claiming we never had interest in Olise. Olise, we nearly signed him last summer. Actually, we had to pull out because we had issues with our you can see Crystal Palace had issues with our approach. They complained we were tapping up the player, and they didn't like that. We already triggered. We triggered the release clause at the time, and Fabrizio Romano was saying that's it, the deal is done. He agreed personal terms with us. I'm not sure where they're getting those from. We've been interested in Olise for a long time now. And Terrence Tips is saying French tender. I was thinking of my French. Just leave me alone, please. Does Nkunku play for France? Yeah, he does, but he's not called up. Even he's been quite unlucky. Before during the World Cup camp, he got injured and had to leave the camp, which was the injury he was nursing before he joined us. Actually, after which led to him. I think he was carrying the injury before preseason, but he was fit enough to participate in the preseason. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We're going to scroll to the very bottom and we get the next item we have lined up here. Thank you so much for all the excellent contributions in the chat. What else do I see there? Anything else to address? Give me 1 second there. And Tips is saying, I remember when we used to think Wesley Fofana was better than Saliba and Mudryk was a better signing than Fair Havertz. How wrong were we? Fofana, you could say they say availability is the best ability. So right now, Saliba is a better player until Fofana stays fit, recovers, stays fit, and proves that he's a better player. So yeah, that argument wins. Mudryk was a better signing than Havertz. Fair argument until Mudryk proves otherwise, but I still think he will do better in the Premier League than Havertz, in my opinion. But right now, your argument wins. It's that simple, really. It's shocking that Olise didn't get called up, in my opinion, for the French national team. They have depth. They have a lot of players. So you can argue that's why it's easy to leave out some players. I thought we were just naming French Chelsea players. No, but thank you, I understand. Jackson, yeah, he's injured again. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with anything else to address here. And this is Mark. Mark is saying Chelsea players are rated for Chelsea, not internationally. I mean, that sounds like a solid argument, but I would think had it not been for Nkunku being out for a while with an injury, I think he'd be called up. Yeah, and Maluk is still a key. They have more mature options, more experienced options in that position for Maluku's options. Position. Hopefully, we get to see the best of Wesley Fofana in preseason. I think he will participate in the preseason, but I don't think he starts the season. That's a small opinion. France have a lot of players to do. To do what with Olise. Yeah, Olise, as good as he is, I think they have more experienced players. You'd be performing, doing exceptionally well at club level for them to call you. To disregard your age, disregard the fact that you're not as experienced as other options, and call you up and while leaving as someone else that's more experienced. They have too many options, in my opinion. Olise is average compared to the French options. Yeah, you have to say that experience-wise, maybe, but Olise is an intelligent player. We'll get into a lot of the squad of other countries. I'm glad our players get to rest during the summer. I cannot lie, we got a huge league winning season ahead of us. It's a possibility because I've always said we have a good squad. And I'm not gonna go back to mentioning what I said at the time. Let our X be our X. We move on to we are in a new relationship right now. And this is saying Modric is better than Havertz. He will prove it under a good coach. Yep, I've said that. My argument is the same with that of Jan from Football Therapy. He was massively under coach under Pochettino, in my opinion. Olise should represent Algeria, Algeria national team. His mom is French Algerian. Olise has Nigerian blood too. He's French, Nigerian, I think English too, right? Is he English too? I don't know. But here's the thing. What I'll let you know, I'd like him to represent Nigeria too, but I think he will play for France. Algeria is a non-factor in my opinion. Nigeria too, I think he will represent France. Let's see. Modric will be sold soon. I don't think he's going to be sold. I don't think he'll be sold. I think the owners believe in him. Dembele good, but has no end products. Yeah, let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. Well, I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. We'll move on to the next item we have lined up, people. And let's see what do we have here. We are right here. We go to this one. Here's where something that I've read. I don't know whether to believe that. That's from Guardian Sport. But I'm gonna go with what Fabrizio Romano, what he's told us. He said that Chelsea have launched Operation Michael Olise, and I believe that. Guardian Sport. I don't know why they're doing this. It says doubts have emerged over whether Michael Olise would favor a move to Chelsea when there is also interest from Arsenal, Bayern, Newcastle, and both Manchester clubs. Chelsea will not give up. Their scouting department is said to love Olise. I think this is absolute horse dung, in my opinion. Why do I say that? That's because Fabrizio Romano, he said, City appreciates Olise, but this time they have other priorities. Bayern have also said they're not interested in signing Michael Olise. They know he's a good player. Arsenal, I'm quite sure, aren't interested in signing Olise. The only club I know that we've heard from Fabrizio Romano himself that are interested are at Manchester United are interested in signing Michael Olise. But I think we do have the upper hand for, you can say, sentimental factors such as the fact that he came through our academy system, the fact that his brother still at Chelsea, and the fact that he prefers to live in London and not to move elsewhere. I think we have the advantage, and the fact that actually we've been pushing to sign him since last summer, and he agreed personal terms with us. I don't know what Crystal Palace told them or what he told Crystal Palace that led to them complaining that we were tapping him up. But I think we'll get the deal over the line, and I'm not too concerned right there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have a total of 158 people watching, 60 on YouTube, and the rest on the X. We have 49 likes. Let's get the likes up and shoot for 100 likes as soon as possible. This says, Coach, a separate topic here. But Osimhen just went on Instagram to call out Nigerian coach Finidi George. I read that too. For a reason I don't have context. But I think Finidi George struggled to get them to play. They were able to play, you can say, a bit of entertaining football with no end product. It just doesn't mix up, which that didn't go down well with the Nigerian fans. I think it's a good thing that he stepped down. We'll hear a lot more. So I don't have context, so I don't want to go into that. It looks like coaching isn't his thing, really. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. IB, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Is saying if we get Olise, will be very hard. I think we will get the deal over the line. There are concerns given what we're seeing there, what we have on the screen right there. Thank you for that suggestion, but we're here to talk football. I'm not going to read that. I am a little concerned. How is Arsenal going after Olise too? I don't believe that. Um, I don't believe that, and I strongly believe even if they are interested, I think it choose Chelsea over them. Except if they offer him more in terms of wages, maybe he choose them over us. But I don't believe they're interested in signing him. I think Arsenal's they're prioritizing signing a number 9. White people still talking about Havertz. Yeah, I've moved on, really, and I'm serious about that. Has anyone seen that video on Twitter showing Dembele injuring his hamstring while sitting in the dressing room? I don't know how that happens, but I don't know how. I don't know that. I didn't even know that that's even possible. Oh my gosh, that's unbelievable, really. I haven't seen that, but I'd really like to see it. I like to see such video. Uh, oh my gosh, keep dropping the likes on the ship, people. The likes to go a long way. I haven't. I'm not gonna pretend I have, but I haven't. But I really would like to see it. Olise is going for Champions League club. I don't think so. We'll find out. We got the permission to speak with him to try to agree personal terms with him. And yeah, rumors are that we've broadly agreed personal terms with him. So we're probably waiting for other important factors to fall into place, such as agreeing the transfer fee with Crystal Palace, which I'm hearing the huddle or the issue may well be the fact that there's a clause on his current contract that says it has to be a Champions League, a club in the Champions League. But I'm not sure. That particular report did suggest that Chelsea are confident that they can pay a lot less. It doesn't that the fact that we are not going to participate in the next edition of the Champions League isn't a fact, isn't a serious problem there. It says hopefully Sidegate runs Saka into the ground this summer so that he's not going to be ready for the coming season. If I had options, buy Jean Olise for 100 million or buy Musiala for 120 million, I am sure many will follow my choice. Big up to you too. And not, yeah, I know that was again error. Type error there. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. The little forget he shared the video with me, and that's hilarious, really. I'll find a way to share it with you guys later on in the show. Keep dropping the likes. Let's see what else we have here. Tamida is saying a big up to you too. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. We don't have too many items lined up to address, but I think as the show, I will check definitely. I'm quite sure some updates have emerged on X. I am following you from my end in Liberia, and that's Mark James. Mark James, I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. 54 likes, get the likes up. Let's get it to 100 likes as soon as possible, and then shoot for 200. We still have time. Thank you so much, Mr. Khan. Great content analysis and discussion. I appreciate you, Mr. Khan, for joining, and thank you for taking a second to drop a like on the stream. That goes along. That will go a long way for us. Anything else? Yep, I've seen it. I'm dying here, man. I'll find a way to share it, but I'm not sure. If you're following, does the picture still look blurry for you on your device? On my iPad, it looks good. I'm not sure what the problem is, really. I'm not sure. I've tried to stop using reduce the quality to 720p. Is still happening, so something isn't quite right. I will try to refresh the browser because it's a browser based application to see if that gets better. Let's see. It's killing me, but I'm gonna try to skip it. something isn't quite right with my camera. I think that's the reason why it's a bit blurry. But can you check, see if the picture is still blurry for you, blurry for you? If it is, please do let me know. I'm not sure what is going on there. Anything else to address? Let me get to the very bottom here. Then Esteban Willian complained his medical today. Yeah, we've addressed that, and we went into details where the details of his the contract he signed and all that, and we did talk about when he's going to join us. I think at the end of this year he joins us to start the I think 25-26 season with us, and we did discuss how the issue might have been yeah, something isn't quite right with my camera. It's frozen. The issue might have been the fact that Palmeiras wanted him to stay until December, and we said no. So it took the president a while to agree to. Okay, give me 1 second here, but I'm trying to fix my camera first. It's frozen, and I'm quite sure it's not the connection because we have a very, very powerful connection. So I'm not sure. Probably the application is having an issue. This is saying, Chastamba, we don't need it to sign a list. Just take a look at Dujan Rishazina under 21. This guy is the raw diamond, which most people, even the coach, are ignoring. We need to sign Olise. I think Duran will get his chance. But JC, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. X Mark, the sport. What's up? I'm doing well. I can complain, and I'm sipping on my coffee as usual, and it's still warm because it's in something like a flask. Flask. Coach, play the video. Okay, I'll find time to play. Just give me 1 second. But I need to take care of my camera first. That's killing me. Mabas is saying Cuchilla Arteta is a Spanish Brendan Rodgers. Really? Okay. I think he's done better than Brendan Rodgers, in my opinion. Seems your experts are beginning to cast doubts over the Olise deal. You're leaving us spectators with less faith in the deal. I mean, I don't trust. I'm just gonna. I'm holding on to what I heard from Fabrizio Romano. I don't care about other reports. I think they're full of, to me, it's just horse dunk. They're trying to dunk on us, maybe. How's Duran seen as a possible competitor for Jackson? Why can't we buy a proper and experienced nine? I'm sick of all this. Listen, everything comes down to what the manager wants. They pay attention to the profile of the player. And it's as simple as that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. You have to give me a few minutes. I want to refresh my window to see what's going on with my camera, why the picture is blurred, why I'm frozen. But definitely, you can still hear me. The camera is on and it's working properly. I'm quite sure the picture isn't frozen. So give me a second. Let me sort that out, and then we get back to the show again. And unfortunately, it is just me on the panel. Let me see if yep, just goes green. Maybe I'll stop using the green screen. But just give me 1 second. Let me try and sort that out to see how that works. All right, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's see what happens. Right, I still need the green screen for this thing to start working, but I want to know: is the picture does it still look blurry on your end? Let's sort it out once and for all and go ahead with the show. It's showing a bit of green. Let me see. So I want to know, please do let me know, does the picture still look blurry on your end? That's what I want to know. I'm not sure why. Yeah, it's still blurry. So I have to do what I have in mind, which is to let's fix the camera quickly, people. Sorry about that. I'm quite sure the connection issue is just oh my gosh, that's seriously crazy. So I'm gonna do this. Give me 1 second. Let me try and fix the camera. I'll come back to you again. Bobby, let me fix this. All right, can you guys check one more time? Does this still look blurry? I think it looks a bit better right now. I'm gonna bring Bobby in again. Uh just give me 1 second here. Bobby is in. All right, one more time, check if it still looks blurry. Bobby's back in the house. So here's that Usman Dembele video if you want to see it. It's not my connection. I think it has to do with the program we're using, unfortunately. So here's that video of Usman Dembele getting in. That's very funny. Getting in Jude White sitting in the dressing room. Yeah, I'm here, Bobby. You want to comment? Do you hear anything you want to talk about? Yeah, just people just wanted to see it because it's funny. He's sitting in the dressing room and got injured while sitting down. That's funny. But we were talking about again, Michael Olise. Some I think it was Guardian Sports are suggesting they don't see how he joins Chelsea, given that clubs like Arsenal, Bayern also has also denied they're interested in signing Michael Olise. They mentioned Arsenal. I think they did mention one other club. Let me see if it comes up right now. Newcastle. So I don't know what do you have to say with regards to that? That they don't see why he choose Chelsea over those clubs. Hmm. Yeah.
The convenience of location to Olise. Look, we don't know what's going on. What I do know for certain is that Chelsea have been on this case for a year now. They've been after him. He knows they want him. They didn't get him the last time. We were nearly accused and taken and reported for tapping up. That's how much we've wanted him. Nobody else has
Yeah.
shown that level of interest. Although, I'm not saying the interest is not genuine, but that level and consistency of interest. Now, does that translate to us getting him? Well, time will tell. But I don't know. The media always have to create a saga, don't they? Every summer, there's that saga. Last summer it was Lavia and Caicedo. In January, a little bit of Enzo was put in. So if there's no big money saga, then they'll try and put in some sort of competitive saga. I do
Hmm.
believe this summer that Olise will be sold. I really believe that. Whether he'll come to Chelsea or
And
not
you
is
believe
left
he's
to be
coming to
seen. I
Chelsea?
think we've got a very strong chance. I think we are very interested in him. But I've also liked the thing I heard from Ben Jacobs that Chelsea is not interested in spending stupid money on him. By that, they had a release clause for so-called Champions League clubs of 60 million and so on. Well, it makes no sense to pay more as a club that's not getting Champions League money. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid.
Yep. Yep.
So if Chelsea offer that amount of money and because it's Chelsea they start getting silly, then whatever. As disappointing as it would be, I think we need to start looking elsewhere. Or the good position Chelsea are in now is what we're looking for is the icing on the cake. We have the cake in that we've got the quality players. Any player coming in now is going to be an icing on the cake. Even the striker situation, someone like Duran coming in is there to complement and to produce a difference to what we have already. He's not coming in because we don't totally have anybody in that position. Like last summer, we were devoid of midfielders. We had to do something big. We had to get in Caicedo. We had to get in Chukwemeka, not Chukwemeka because we got him the season before. Ugochukwu. We had to do a revamp. Now, a lot of the revamping is done. Yes, there's a lot of big business to do. There's a lot of sales to be had, but we're not that desperate. We have we it would be lovely to get Olise. It will be very important for us as a club going for the big prizes going forward to get Olise, but not at any cost. Not at the point of exploitation. Now, I'm not saying that Palace will do that, but I think Chelsea have said that yes, they really, really want Olise, but they're not going to get stupid about it. So um, the talk of Newcastle, Bayern, yeah, I can see they're interested. Man United, yeah, I can see why they're interested. But although Bayern has turned around and said they're not interested, so you never really know. But I think a lot of that is being spiced up by media to try and make a saga, a story out of it, because at the moment they've got no story. And whether you like it or not, Chelsea's box office. We are box office. Why? Because we go for the big guns. We make the big transfer news. And until there's another transfer that creates a saga bigger than the ones that Chelsea create, we're always going to keep getting these daft stories.
Yeah, I think I agree. Guardian Sports, to be specific, they were the one talking about that. I don't believe that. And I'm not again. It doesn't move me. And GFC Gavin is in the house. Gavin, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning, and I do hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for all your support. And please go check out GFC Gavin's YouTube channel. Let's help him get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. He deserves that. Quality content as always, quality panelists every time he goes live. GFC Gavin, big up man. People go and subscribe to Gavin's YouTube channel, and the link is there. And I appreciate the fact that you know how to trigger that yourself, so that I don't have to trigger that, be the one to trigger that. But much love to you. And please, you can see he supported the community with $2 there. You can like it. That will go a long way to appreciate him. You can like that super chat there. Twakin Fatuko Dembeles Union at Chelsea. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go a long way. And Gavin, thank you once again for that. I appreciate you for that, supporting the community with that. And the beautiful game is saying that Olise is coming to Chelsea. Arsenal trying to hijack the deal would just make it more pleasurable when we slap them like we did to Liverpool with Casado and Lavia. I think we'll get the deal over the line. And Olise, I think I did see a video where he was asked something to the effect of the club that, let me use the word nurture. He said Chelsea specifically. So he
Let,
appreciates that.
let me ask
Yeah,
you a
go ahead.
question. Why
Mhm.
would Arsenal want Olise?
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense,
It
right?
doesn't make sense. That's overstocking. They've got Odegaard, they've got Saka, they've got well, Havertz to some extent. He would be. It would be it's just it's having too many of the same type of player, and they're not
And we've
desperate
learned
for him.
how serious, how big of an issue that can be under Thomas Soko.
Yeah, exactly. They're not desperate for him. They don't need him. So that's why I feel it's just one of these that's just thrown in there to create a story out of it, to create a scandal out of it. They are just wanting something to write about. Oh, um, Arsenal are one of the clubs after uh, Olise. Now I don't know. Maybe they are, but I don't see the sense in it myself. It's such a pointless um, um, purchase for them. It really is. Now, I'm even hearing they're after Onana. Now, I guess Onana will make more sense since Thomas Partey is quite injury prone. But then what do they do with Thomas Partey? You see, it's one thing getting the players, another thing is getting rid of the players you've got.
I think
Uh,
Partey will leave. In all honesty, I think Partey will leave.
yeah, you have to have a club that will satisfy his wages and that will take him on.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not saying that can't happen, but selling a club, as we well know, can be as selling a player can be as problematic as buying a player. No, I'm not buying that. I think Chelsea are the lead in the Olise race, and it's just closing the deal and thrashing out a deal. That's the issue. That's how I see it at the moment. But football is football. But these guys, they've chased him for so long. It would surprise me if they don't get him.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stick with what Fabrizio Romano he said. That City aren't interested; they have other priorities. Bayern also they've come out openly to say no, they're not interested. But yeah, people will always find a way to get Chelsea fans to you read what they have to say or pay attention to what they have to say, which translates to a lot of clicks for them and money in turn. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes still go along with 61 likes. We're looking for 200 likes. Let's make that happen. I think we can as soon as possible. I want again. We have to get done as soon as possible to watch the next Euro game that starts in about 2 hours and a few minutes.
Oh, there's one on
Let's see what
now.
else we have here.
Switzerland are 1-0 up
Sorry.
against Hungary. They're
Yeah,
going
yeah,
1-0. Yeah.
yeah, the game that's going on right now. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for that. We've addressed that report, and thank you so much for bringing it up again. Yep. Good one for us right there. Zubairi is saying 60 million release clause. He's definitely leaving. The fact that it's taking so long. Think he's weighing his options. No, I don't think it's up to him right now. Weighing his options. I think it's up to him. Otherwise, we'd hear from a Fab about negotiations and structure. Fab did talk about us getting the permission to speak with them because we don't want to experience the sort of issue we had with them last summer. This has become blurry again. I'm quite sure it's not my connection anyway, but let me just go this way. So I think most likely the hold up, not even hold up yet. I think we're just discussing the transfer fee, not it. And we've been told that we've broadly agreed. We've broadly agreed. We have agreed personal terms with them. So I think we're working on that, and I think it happens soon. We can offer Gallagher going the other way. It's not that simple. Even if you want to do that, Gallagher himself would want to, yeah, go to the club in question before it becomes that part that you can say suggestion becomes part of the deal. It complicates the whole thing, and I'm hearing Gallagher himself has said he doesn't want to be part of any deal. Yeah, so he will take his time, consider his future, decide what he wants to do. He may well decide to stay and not sign a new contract. You can't force him out. Can someone ask Guiding Sports about their source? They're not going to tell you that. And nobody does in it anyway. If we're being honest, Gallagher is refusing to discuss his future until after the Euros. He thinks we cannot see. He's trying to delay his date with Doom. I don't know what he's planning. I don't. I don't talk to him, but I get where you're coming from. Arsenal can buy more and still bottle the league. Yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen next season until the season starts. A few games into the season, I'll let you know whether they can win it or not. But I think it'd be a lot more difficult for them this time because Chelsea will be better. That would be a lot better than we were last season. Liverpool also a lot better than they were last season. I think they're gonna find it. Remaining in top four is going to be really difficult for them. Have you seen the video of Osimhen getting angry about Judge Finidi? I've read again. I've read something to that effect. I didn't pay attention, and I don't want to talk about it because I don't have context. But one thing I can tell is that Finidi Judge, we've learned that he was an excellent player, but he's not a good manager, if that makes sense. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go a long way. There are no sub to 100 million strikers. Okay, no substitution to 100 million strikers are on the market that Arsenal can afford. So they are trying to supplement their goals tally with scoring wingers. Strikers are a rare commodity at present. I think it makes sense that they're looking for a goal-scoring winger such as Olise. But I've seen rumors suggesting that they're pushing to sign Victor Osimhen. Whether that's the case, I honestly do not know. And I'm not sure whether to believe that or not. Big up to you too, Safadinho. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Ch3lsea Ultra, nice to see you, brother. Again, he's saying, has anyone heard any more on the Desire Joe? I've seen clips of him. He seems like a special talent. He's let me read more about that. He's a 19-year-old French central attacking midfielder. We've been looking at him. Are we that serious? I didn't pay attention when I saw that, but he's some talent given what I've seen. Gallagher and Chalobah deserve to stay. But here's the thing. I think we should try to get out of the habit of being the one to decide for the manager what player deserves to stay, what player deserves to be sold. Yeah. And here's what I'm going to talk about how a lot of Chelsea fans, again, at the time, wanted Antonio Rudiger sold before Thomas Tuchel came in, and boom, when Thomas Tuchel came in, he became one of our best defenders. Again, he was instrumental to everything we won under Thomas Tuchel, which was why we wanted him to stay. As his contract was winding down, we became concerned that we were going to lose him. Even I had a friend, what's his name, Nichelle Patel Swaga, used to be. But now I think he's attached to a Spanish club right now. He wrote an article at the time suggesting that it was time for Antonio Rudiger to move on. So my point is, I don't think it makes sense for us fans to be the one to suggest to the manager what player they should keep and what player they should let go. It's up to the manager to decide whether Trevoh Chalobah, he feels like he's suited to the way he likes to play, or even Cono Gallagher. I get it. It depends on who you ask. Some people will tell you, yeah, Gallagher should stay and be part of the squad. Some will say, again, and I will let you know, everything comes down to the manager. If he feels like Gallagher will be important to the way he likes to approach the game, then keep him. But going back to my point again, it just doesn't make sense for us fans to be the ones to suggest what players the manager should keep and what players he should let go. If we want the manager to do well, yeah, it's his job to decide what player stays and what player leaves. We can sell Sterling to Arsenal. He is a winger with goal, objective, and striker mindset. I don't think Arsenal will sign him. I don't think they will. I think we're stuck with them, except if the Saudis come calling. I'd be shocked if any you can say European club comes for him. If he ends up joining Aston Villa, I'm saying that because there are some rumors suggesting that Aston Villa wants him. If anything, it'd be on loan with us still covering a large portion of his salary for that to work. And I think that will help. But chances are Maresca wants him. He's played under Pep, and Maresca's approach with that of Pep don't differ that much. If you get my point now. So chances are Maresca wants him to stay because he will make him implementing his preferred approach. He will make it a lot more easier. Wasiu, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Maresca will play Gallagher. Yeah. Who's to say that's a possibility? Who's to say that's not going to happen? You never know. And I've explained how possible it is for Gallagher to still play under Maresca and do well. Play him to his strength. Whenever we don't have the ball, win the ball back for us. He does that quite a lot and can improve, get better at doing it even more. Then when you have the ball, just keep it simple. And given Maresca's approach, when you're on the ball, you will almost always have extra passing lanes to not hold on to the ball too much. I think he'd do well. That's just my opinion. But here's the thing. I'm going to close that conversation by saying whether he stays or goes, it doesn't matter to me. let the club do what is right for the club. Go ahead, Bobby. You were saying something.
Yeah, I agree totally. I think he's going to surprise people just like he did last season with his improvement, and he's going to fit right into the way Maresca plays. Ball winners are always needed, especially if you're playing possession football. You need somebody who can get you the ball in the first place. So let's wait and see. And whatever decision they make, well, it's out of our hands anyway.
Yep. Yep, I know a lot of people think it's over for him. If the manager guarantees him playing time, I think he signs a new contract and stays. If he gets in terms of pay, or if he gets enough pay, I think he stays. But I will say this: on a percentage scale, 80-20, leaning towards him leaving, given the fact that there are offers or clubs that are interested, and chances are they pay him a lot more than we're willing to pay him. Chelsea Archer saying Fabrizio has mentioned us looking at him in a serious manner, but I haven't heard anything anymore. Okay, thank you so much for that update. I haven't seen anything yet, also, but I've seen clips of him, and I think he looks like the real deal. Killer Red is saying Olise will be the signing of the season so far, if you can pull it off. If we can pull it off, I think it's still possible. There aren't other clubs. We haven't heard about any other club being as serious as we've been in his pursuit. We started pushing to sign him since last summer. Last summer, I heard Man City were interested, but I haven't heard anything of late. And like Fabrizio Romano reported, they appreciate him, but they have other priorities, if that makes sense. Saying, apologies, I didn't mean to encouraging. No, 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 no. You're not encouraging. No. And I'm not an expert. I present my opinion. You present yours. And thanks for the delicious comment. Yes, the delicious comment is from you. Sometimes people bring updates. That's what we do here. We don't have everything lined up here, even though we're paying attention to what's going on X and all the outlets to find out if anything new has emerged. You have every right to share something that you feel like we haven't talked about here, and we talk about it. So no, 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 please don't say that. And I'm not an expert. I have to say that. I present my opinion, you present yours. All the content creators are keeping a close eye on transfers this summer, and they're all saying the same thing, that we could be the dark horse. We could be. Yeah, it could be, but we have to be strategic in the market. And for me, Olise and Duran, I think will be all right. We don't even need to. You can say if we can't sell Ben Chilwell, we don't even need to sign a left back, because I prefer Marco Correa over Ben Chilwell. I think that's not new. I know a lot of you know that. We need to sell one or two players. Though, if Gallagher, if we keep him, who will go? I don't know. Chalobah, chances are he leaves. Who's currently part of the squad that could end up leaving? Honestly, I don't know really. Let's see. I hope he keeps Madrid. I think Madrid stays. Signing Olise for me, it just doesn't make sense to let Madueke go because we're signing Olise. And the question is, but I like Madueke's mindset. He's ready to compete. He said it publicly that he's going to keep working hard, and he believes he works harder than any other Chelsea player, and he believes that will lead to him eventually doing better than all of them. And I don't think it makes sense to sell Olise, or to sell Madueke because we're signing Olise, it just doesn't make sense. What if Olise gets injured? Yeah, we're Chelsea Football Club. We should have two starting players in every position. Let them complete, and the manager is his job to figure out which of the two players are in a particular position will do better in a game. And if we have two starting players in each position, which is why I've always told people that's why I don't like to talk about backups. But if you have two starting players in each position, if one player gets injured, whoever comes in as a replacement will do an equally good job or an even better job. But if you have a backup player and a starting player, once the starting player gets injured, the backup player comes in, automatically the quality of the team's overall play drops. So we're Chelsea Football Club. Just like Real Madrid, player A is injured and off, player B comes in, you're still in trouble as an opponent. That's what we want. We don't want to sell. I don't want Madik. I don't want Madik to be sold because Olise is coming. But we get Olise, we win the league. And am I confident it's a possibility? I think we'll finish in the top four. Whether we win the league, I can't conclude yet. Let's see what happens again by the time what we were able to do this transfer window. Trevoh Chalobah, Lukaku, Kepa, Maatsen can all be sold. That's FFP sorted. And we've been told actually that we don't need to sell to buy. So I'm still holding into that one. We have 65 likes. Keep dropping the likes on the gym, people. The likes that do go along. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And I know I'll be shocked if you present that your list of players, the list of players you'd like the club to sell with, and it doesn't include Gallagher. Then I'll ask you your ID, bro. Much love as always, and his name is the Blue Certificate. Always a love. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along, but we need a left wing or a proven striker more than a right wing and a goalkeeper. And Ch3lsea Ultra, maybe you weren't here when we talked about the proven striker thing. Take your time. Go sit down. Get a cup of coffee. Get a pen and a paper. Write down how many proven strikers were signed since Didier Drogba. Diogo Costa is an exception, and then figure out how many of them worked out for us. Yeah, especially the big name signings that we paid a lot of money for. You could argue Diogo Costa did well because probably we didn't spend that much money on him. Yeah. So I think we need to talk about that cautiously, really. If we can do a good scouting work, put in good scouting work, we can sign some strikers that aren't proven but still have the talent that comes in, surrounded by the you say the excellent players we've signed already, and they start firing on all cylinders. And Wamba is saying the endless Olise soap opera. I might be the only one here, but I don't really worry about missing out on Olise. We should worry about Sterling or Mudryk. If we miss out on Olise, I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world, but I will always look back and say, yeah, that could have been an excellent signing for us. But I still think we'll get the deal over the line. We need a goalkeeper. Chances are he leaves. But we'll find out. Coach, did you know Musiala learned a few tricks at Cobham? His contract expires in 2026, and he has not put pen to paper for more than a year now. He's not in a hurry. But I'm going to tell you this. I don't see a world where Bayern sells him. Should they decide to sell him, we have 20% sell-on clause on his current contract. So if they sell him, we get a lot of money. And it's not a player I think they will sell for a chicken change. Do I see Bayern selling him? No. And Bayern president, what's it called? Maxi Ball. Is Maxi Ball the president or the director or one of the directors? I said openly, Bayern, they will build the Bayern team around Musiala. He's not going anywhere. I think they will find a solution. But here's the thing. It's not going to be easy for them either. That's because there won't be shortage of clubs interested in signing Musiala. Especially he's at the Euros, and you see he started well, scored a delicious goal, in my opinion, and was excellent throughout the game. He won man of the match, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong. He won man of the match. So my point is, it will be difficult for them to keep him. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'd take him if we can bring him back. But let's see what happens. Yes, we can get two positions. That's true. Yeah. Two good players, two starting players in each position. The word competition is better than backup. Yep, absolutely. That's why we don't use the term backup here. We talk about competition, and I think that's what big clubs do. Whoever comes in does an equally good job or an even better job. But the backup comes in already, the quality of the team drops. Yep. Let's see anything else to address here. It would be a dream to bring Musiala or Weeds. Weeds is also, we were linked with the move with Florian Weeds last season. last summer. We weren't able to get him, but he's an excellent player. Again, that's another signing. Even if we're serious, it's not going to be easy. Keep dropping the likes. I'm wishing people the likes to go a long way. We have 55 people watching, 51 on YouTube. The rest are on X. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's get the likes up. This here says, I don't want backups. Yep. Olise is he's not a backup. Yep. Nor will any player like Musiala. Nope. He's not a backup. Swap Gallagher with Musiala. Yeah. And you have to go bewitch Bayern to accept that swap deal. Someone thinks we can sign Musiala, and I'm good. Yeah, which I think you and I are the same. I don't see a world where Bayern lets him go. Madueke had a better under 21 World Cup than Olise. They are not far apart, along with the same. So that's why I'm arguing, irrespective of whether we sign Olise or not. I think Madueke stays. And here's the thing: the club aren't looking to sell Madueke, and Madueke isn't looking to. Chelsea aren't looking to sell Madueke, and Madueke isn't looking to leave. This is just here's the thing. We did talk about that yesterday. But mark him. More importantly, nice to see you. And mark him if you're on Twitter. Please hit me up. I know you like to get under the panel so that I can add you to the panelist group. My point is this: Twitter journals, some accounts, some of them aren't actually journalists. Actually, some of them are just use the term. Some Twitter accounts, they realize that Chelsea fans feel like if we get Olise deal over the line, that Madueke will most definitely leave the club. Yeah. So now they are exploiting that mindset by putting out news, or you can say reports, or you can say posts about Madueke, the possibility of Madueke leaving Chelsea, knowing that Chelsea fans will soak up to that. And that's exactly what has been happening. Nothing has said specifically that Chelsea are looking to sell Nani Madueke. No, I don't see that happening. But that's fine. Anyway, we move on. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Anything else to address here before we move to the next item we have lined up? People having good conversation there. I'd rather wait until 2026 to sign Musiala. Yeah, you think it becomes cheaper the more you leave it. I think Bayern will get him to sign a new contract. If anything, he signs a loyalty contract, just so that when they decide to sell him, they get a lot of money. Let's see. It's not how many have failed, coach. It's can we put faith in this manager? I trust him. I believe he do well. A team and plans that adding a goal scoring striker will be the icing on the cake, and that will also bring up something that I've always talked about. We sound as if you could say we're at the striking position. In my opinion, I'm sticking with JC on this one. We can actually go into the season without signing another striker and still do better than we did last season. Yeah, but my overall argument for the striker then is that we have to, which is simply have to pay attention to the profile of striker we're asking for the club to sign. And thank goodness it's not up to the fans, because had it been for the fans, it doesn't matter how much Osimhen would cost us. They say just bring him in, not even paying attention to the manager's preferred approach. And I think if you were following everything we said, when he just took over, the assistant manager talked about how Osimhen, he's not the best in terms of dropping deep, participating in the play, but he's an excellent traditional number 9. And that's something I've been preaching for 1,000 years. But he talks about how Victor Boniface, which my preference, if should we decide to go for any of the two Nigerians, because he has a lot more to his game. In his game, in my opinion. But we move on from that. My overall argument, let's pay attention, be careful with the sort of striker we're asking for the club to sign. Coach, after everything the club has been through and players still want to join, sports could never. Yeah, we're Chelsea. And I'm going to say this, when that was a lot of people's biggest concern, Bobby was one of those that would almost always tell you that Chelsea will always be Chelsea, irrespective of what we're going through. And I've always believed that's the case. And Ty is in the house. Big up, Ty. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I don't know if they're doing some maintenance work on the application that we're using, because it just seems as if um it's blurry every time I use it. I want to use the window with all the bells and whistles for celebrating birthdays and to celebrate anything. It just becomes a blurry, and sometimes we see frozen picture, and I'm not sure why that's the case. But let's see if it works this time. I hope it's not frozen. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. So I'll check to see if the picture is still frozen. If that's the case, I'll just go back to the presentation window. But Ty, thank you for that. Yes, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. We have 68 likes, but we can do a lot more than that. It doesn't look like we'll be able to get it to 100 likes today. But despite the way, more likes, people, more likes, people. And people, go and check out Ty's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help him get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. He can. He has done released some excellent videos of late, and they are all doing well. So let's help him get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. He deserves that. Okay, talking about, so let's celebrate Ty. Let's celebrate with you for reaching 2,000 subscribers. There you go. The balloons for you, and the fireworks comes after. Right, once again, the fireworks. Congratulations on reaching 2,000 subscribers. Now push for 10K subscribers. There's the fireworks for you, Ty. All right, I'm gonna go back to the presentation window. That's because I'm having an issue. Maybe they're maintaining the software. It doesn't look good. It's all you could argue the picture is blurry for some reason, and I don't know why that is the case. So we've addressed this one here. Anything else to address before I move on? I suppose whatever you say there, but I'm not gonna read it. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with Swap Chilwell with Theo Hernandez. Look, you guys are just coming up with redonkulous swap deal suggestions, and you think AC Milan will take Ben Chilwell for the Theo Hernandez? Wow. Weez has been earmarked for Madrid for the past 2 years, but they haven't made a move. That doesn't mean that he's definitely going there. 2-0 Switzerland, so they're winning. Yeah, okay. I haven't seen that goal. I think we'll be writing up soon. I'm not gonna miss the next game. Any news on Colwill? I hope he will stay. I think he's staying. But the owners, if it's not careful, I think the owners might well decide, you know what, to heck with it. I did see a report. If we're to believe that report, then there's a pattern to his behavior of always trying to get some guarantees on game time for game time from the manager. If we're to believe the report that he wants to have a one-on-one meeting with Enzo Maresca to demand to ensure that he's guaranteed a starting place in the team before he stays. So it just doesn't make sense. I think there's a pattern to it. Like as I've said already, last season the opportunity for him to remain at Brighton was there, and also we heard that he was also asking the manager to guarantee that he starts games. But that's, by the way, I haven't seen the goal, but I'm quite sure it's a good one. Chelsea fans to win the league. I stopped thinking only about first 11. Also think of the quality of the bench. Yeah, which means no backups, but two starting players in every position. Whoever comes in does will do a good job or an even better job. No way. Keep dropping likes on the stream. The likes do go along with. I can't use the other window, and that's because so for some reason the picture quality, I'm not sure why that is the case. Hungry for goals. I like that one. Good rhymes right there. Anything else to address? I haven't seen anything. I'm gonna scroll to the very bottom. Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna go tie the side. Say anything. It said, were you about to cross coach if it were up to the no? No, no, no. I do curse. I'm not perfect, but I have to be very, very angry before you hear me cursing. If it gets to that level, you better not stand in my front. At 13 days to your birthday, keep reminding us, but make sure you remind us. And that, coach, we just need a batsman that operates off the shoulder. Isn't Osimhen that guy? Why does Finidi need him to do more? Well, Finiti, he's stepped down anyway, and that was fast. Here's the thing. We need that, but I think we're better off having a player that can do more than just, you can say, running in behind opposition defensive line and all that, in my opinion, especially under Moreshka. I think Osimhen would have been more of a problem under Moreshka if Moreshka sticks with his preferred approach and not tweak it to accommodate Osimhen, if that makes sense. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And again, go check out Keyshawn's YouTube channel. Where's the link? Where's the link? Where's the link? Can you message me a link? The link to your YouTube channel once more again, so that I can create that command. I always forget. Apologies, my bro. Ch3lsea, turn on the no, it doesn't work. I am having issues with the system. Anything else here to address? Let's see. Coach, who have you put down in each place to release? Just leave me alone. Please do leave me alone. I appreciate you. Just leave me alone. Let's see what else you have here. Anything else to address? Okay. Coach, Chelsea released a statement just now. Both Enzo and Casado are heading to Copa America this summer. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but the season. Okay. I have to check. Okay, let me see. Dante out. Hashtag. You have to hashtag it. Anything else? Chimera is in the house. Mabas05. Chimera. Hater. Yep. Big up you two. The PR person of the H gang. Yeah, I'll try and do that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's continue addressing the items we have lined up. I don't think we have too many after this one. What comes next? Then we go to the next one here, which Jhon Duran's which demands. I think we've talked about this too. I'm not sure what to make of that. From Guardian Sports too. There are two reports. The two reports from Guardian Sports talking about how you can say the possibility of Chelsea not signing the players they're looking to sign. Michael Olise is one of many names that have been discussed at FC Bayern confirmed. The 22-year-old winger from Crystal Palace is on the list, but understand there's nothing advanced at this stage. Contract valid until 2027. Serge Gnabry and Kingsley Coleman can leave Bayern in the summer with suitable offers. Yeah. I don't think Olise will go to Bayern. Bayern also in a particular one of the reports we've seen denied their interest in signing Michael Olise, but I'm confident that Chelsea will get that deal over the line. That's a small opinion anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way, and I'm guessing this is Keyshawn's. Okay, so I'm gonna create the command right now. In a bit, I'll copy that and create a command. Indefinite is in the house. Nice to see you, Indefinite. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning, and I do hope you're doing well. Hey, coach, what player need to have a big season that was injured last season? Excellent question. Um, that was injured last season. Who comes to mind? Gusto already proves he had you can say he had a big season in my opinion. Who else there? Badia Chile. Badia Chile for me. Badia Chile. He's towards the end of the season, he started regaining his form, but I think I need him to have a big season, 24-25. I need that to happen because otherwise Chelsea fans are going to start calling for his head. Some did last season, but it was some quarter, not everyone, some percentage, not majority. A lot of people knew that he had it in him, and he started showing that again towards the end of the season. I think I need him. I do need him. I personally do need him to have a big season because I know he's an excellent player. He reads the game very well, excellent passing range, good aerially, and can only get better. And at most 22, which was one of the reasons why I wasn't too concerned when he was saying when he was going through that patchy period after recovering from injury. I wasn't too concerned because I recognize that he's still very, very young and can only get better. And in all honesty, I get it. He's more experienced than Levi Colwill. If I have to choose between the two of them, I would choose him over Levi Colwill. I know Levi Colwill can still get that level, but he's the better at the moment, the better player, the better of the two, in my opinion. So he needs to have a big season, but let's see if he's able to do that. But indefinite, nice to see you, bro. I hope you're doing well. Ch3lsea Gang United, yeah, they're there. Talk to them. Enzo was already playing in Copa America. The Olympics was the tournament out of question. Yeah, we didn't. We said they're not going. They're not going to the Olympic. Yeah, we know he was going to participate there. I was just thinking about in terms of data. Will the league still be on at the time? I don't remember. And the Copa America is not a competition I paid that much attention to. I have to be honest. Anything else here? It says, Coach, we need a manager to set up the team well, and we will be fine. It's not about individuals, as simple as that. But I want Badiashile to have a good season. Put down the leftover jollof rice. Oh my, that one I talked about, it was delicious. And Dante, by the way, did ask me to send him some pictures, and I totally forgot about it. We have 72 likes, 28 more to get it to 100. We'll round up as soon as possible because I do not want us to miss the next Euro games. Yesterday's game wasn't, it was lopsided. So, but Spain, Croatia will be some game, and I don't want to. We're not gonna stay again. We will round off on time to have time enough to go prepare to watch that particular game. I didn't play. I didn't play FIFA Streets. You were 6 years old at the time? Okay. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with Badiashile is a great shout. Everyone usually says Nkunku, but I actually think the one player who will have the biggest impact is Romeo Lavia. Woo! I like that. I agree. Lavia will make a lot of difference. I like him, and I'm going to say something that I said, and I do think in a 4-3-3 structure, I think he starts centrally because of all the midfielders we have, in my opinion, I think he's the best. He's better at beating the press. He's better at better at he's better at beating the press. And I think we'll fulfill that central role in a 4-3-3 structure better than any other player we have. Except if the manager thinks otherwise, but I think that's going to be the case. He's an excellent player. He has good passing range and can put in good tackles. So reads the game very well too. That's a delicious comment right there. So I agree with you. Romeo Lavia, he will have the biggest impact. Coach, what is your favorite? Just let me I am rushing this question why Rich Money Makers is busy. He's busy watching you. Jesse, don't do this to me, bro. You and I are gonna fight. Hold on. In indefinite means Lavia starting over Enzo and not Gallagher. Maybe you should ask him what he means. I don't know. Let's see what you have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Oh my goodness. I don't remember that name. I have to be honest with you. Let's see. Is this still blurry? It's actually not blurry in my iPad because I want to share this window while I want to share this particular window while I try to look for any new updates so we can talk about them. Why? Because I think we're done addressing all the items we have lined up. So I'm gonna go to my preference um of all the accounts to see what we have there. Ooh, it looks like a lot of the youngsters are signing new contracts. This is still a bit blurry, though, I have to be honest. But let me go back to the presentation window. I think we have something to look at there. Something new has emerged. Okay. Um. This is saying, Coach, name your preferred midfield lineup. Uh, I want to know. Okay, my in a 4-3-3 structure, I'd start Lavia centrally. To his left, Enzo Fernandez. He's played there. Again, in a 4-3-3 structure, in most cases, he starts on the left for Argentina. To his right, Moises Caicedo. That's my preferred midfield three in a 4-3-3 structure. Yeah. This asks a question here, Coach. Do you think Colwill has a guaranteed minutes clause in his in his contract? Is that even a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if he has one. I don't know. People have said that that may well be the case. Do I think that's the case? I don't know. In all honesty, I don't know. This is the second time he's demanding a guarantee on playing time, which also explains Poch playing him a lot and out of position. Um, I'd argue that at the time we had Mark Correa out, Ben Chilwell out, and Poch, we all know, didn't trust Ian Maatsen, even though he was available at the time. And then at one point also, I think Malo Gusto was out and Reece James was out too. So what's his name? Mark Correa had to play in the right back position while Colwell played in the left back position. So that's the reason why. No, I'm not just gonna. I don't want to. I don't want to believe that. Yeah, given the fact that he played in the left back position at the time, that simply means he has a mandatory playtime clause, whatever you want to call that, because I haven't heard anything like that until that period. What is your favorite coffee? Cappuccino, but this is not cappuccino. This is this one you don't even need to what's the language I'm looking for? This is what's the language I'm looking for? You just put it straight into the hot water. You don't need to is it no, what's this is not an English class. My boss, leave me alone. Or coffee English class. I know he's an 8, but I want to see Lavia deployed at that 6. I think that's where he's going to play. If we're playing 2-8 and a 1-6 in the middle, I still think with Enzo deployed, we need 2 players behind them. And here's the thing: whatever the manager does, I'm going to say this. I've said this before. Enzo, for me, overall, is a deep line playmaker. The biggest issue is when you expect him to be the one to protect your defensive line, you have a problem. And to simplify it, Enzo will be, again, he's more effective the more he sees the pitch, the more effective it'd be. The less he sees the pitch, the less the less effective it'd be. So the deeper, in other words, the deeper he is, the more effective he can be for a team, because his thing is to read the game, know when to move the ball to the right, to the left, or when to try a long ball for somebody making the run. And Enzo, that's the only time I agree with Graham Potter. He sees everything. Make the run, and he will find you. And I still think he does well in the Premier League. I disagree with my friend Carlito, my friend bro Carlito. Who thinks he's too slow for the Premier League. And every time we talk about it, I remind them of Cesc Fabregas wasn't the quickest player. It's just his football and intelligence and his passing range and everything. And Enzo has that in him. And Enzo, for me, he's even quicker than Fabregas. So it's up to the manager setting up the team the proper way, and you see all players are doing well, if that makes sense. So I agree with you. Did I read through that? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I think I read through it indefinite. We could get here we go for Lisa today. Be on the watch. How do you know Namaya? Do let me know. Thanks, coach. I will use the answer against you. I don't like you. Just leave me alone. Where's the only person that usually fights for me in the chat? is Dante sometimes, but Dante isn't here, but I hope he's doing well, more importantly. The Bluetooth again, my own bro sometimes fights for me, but 99% of the time he's always against me. Just go away. But Vic is my bro. I can trust Vic. Vic always fights for me. Let's see what else we have here. Fights on my side, maybe. My midfield three, if he stays, would be Enzo, 8, Gallagher, 8, and Lavia. You never know. You never know. But because yeah, he brings the energy needed in that midfield, and irrespective of what you think of Conor Gallagher, let's say something, and I'm quite sure the Bluetooth again will soon now barge into the chat and start saying he left the chat for 3 seconds and all hell broke loose. He brings the energy, the industry that you don't get from that Romeo Lavia cannot measure. Enzo Fernandez cannot measure. Casada cannot measure. He's unique. And I get it. People are quick to judge whether he fits the manager's approach or not. The manager can get him, use him to his strength, and then he improves. I don't do sugar. I've told you that. Let's see what else we have here. Check Vince, Chelsea Twitter. Okay, did he release something? Okay, we get to that in a bit. Just give me 1 second here. Anything else to address? Lavia, and that's Neil saying Lavia at 6 worrying. He's so direct with Will cost a possession, but he's better. He's the thing. Neil, my argument is that of all the midfielders we have, he's better at the better. Again, he's better at beating the press than the others. That's just my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if that's the case, for me, if I were the manager, I'd start him centrally since he can beat the press easily. But that's not to say that Casado cannot start centrally with Lavia starting as the right hand side 8. It still works. Yeah. But let's see what happens. Yeah, take over for him and keep his job. Did I not say that you were gonna hear that and rush back here? Start saying how you left the chat and in 2 seconds all hell broke loose. No, you don't fight me, bro. I know. But you're not that different from rich money makers, actually. Koboko. Wow, I remember that. Northern Nigeria. There's Koboko, there's Bulala, all whips. Your parents, if you don't listen once your parents bring or either of your parents bring out one, you beg for forgiveness immediately. Workhorse, yeah, workhorse is the word. Yeah. And Bobby, if you're there, if you want to come in anytime, up to you. Don't wait for me to ask you any questions. Rich Money Makers probably busy doing something else. Lavia can play as a lone DM. He used to play there when he was at Southampton last year when they got before they got relegated. And indefinite is answering somebody's. Lavia is definitely a 6, but how good of a 6 is questionable. What you saw of him, he was too direct and not patient. That could be down to lack of maturity. Remember, he's still a kid. And it could be down, and also you can argue how, again, everything comes down to the manager's demand. Yeah. And for instance, let's say on the ground, Potter, I think we did play with 2 6s at the time, right? But Ground Potter prefers playing with CMs rather than traditional 6s. We had the Swiss international at the time. We had players who were capable of fulfilling the number 6 role in a traditional manner, aka protecting the defensive line. But Graham Potter wanted 6s who will be more focused on, you could say, who are more direct, like the language you use there, more focused on creating, again, attacking opportunities and all that, and not doing enough to protect the defensive line. So everything comes down to the manager. And in the case of Lavia, given what you said already, I would say probably lack of maturity. Casada will be nailed on a start. Yeah, definitely. Whatever he can start one of, again, the 3 midfielders on the right hand side, or start centrally actually, while Lavia starts on his right hand side, if that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. So let's look at this report here. It says Tayo. That's another kid of Nigerian descent. Yep, Tayo is definitely a Yoruba name. So I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm proud. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let me switch it to this a celebrate. I can't say that was celebratory window while I wait for that window there to refresh to see if we have to see if anything new has emerged. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. The picture is still a bit blurry, but here's the shocking thing is that it doesn't look blurry on my iPad. I'm not sure why. 26 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen, people. I appreciate you for finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's see what else we have to address here. I'm really enjoying this conversation, but we have to round off. Not immediately. We have to round off soon so that we can all go watch the next game. We had Zakaria. Yeah, Zakaria was the Swiss international name that I was looking for. Yeah, but which is why we consider too many goals under Potter due to the CM doing attacking rather than you can say, or maybe balancing their application. You can say protecting the defense and also and all that. Yep, that's why the midfield got too open, and he was and actually here's the shocking thing: when Zakaria got a chance to play, he was brilliant, and still he didn't still play him, and we were being lied to at the time that he had injury issues and all that. Yeah, maturity definitely need a lot of time. Very young, yeah, and the manager can actually get him to be disciplined. The only other natural six we have is Ugochukwu, and Ugochukwu is actually a fine player. It is for me to an extent annoying to hear people say that he's raw, and I think that's because a lot of people find it difficult um, to not judge him, to not you can say consider his age when judging how good he is. He played at Rennes and he helped them achieve a European place. He played against the likes of Messi, Mbappe, and he did really well against them. I think we will end up. To me, his situation does come across to me as if we'll end up failing him, unfortunately. As good as I know and believe that he can be, but that's just my opinion. You don't have to, again, feel the same as me, or your opinion doesn't have to align with mine. I think Lavia and Gallagher can win the ball back, and if we are, and it says, if we are attacking with a man advantage, then going forward we will have a man or two advantage. Yeah, and plus, Maresca he likes to invert wing backs, full backs, and that will add a lot more number there. So I agree with you. And you see, he's saying, Coach, I am doing my best to trigger discussion. No, we need to round up as soon as possible so that we don't miss the Spain game. And this is saying, can Tosin or Chalobah play six? I think Chalobah can play six, but I think I need a lot more from my six. That's just me. I'm not the coach anyway. Um, Chalobah is better off a defender, a right back or central. Toston can play six. He has the passing range. He has the intelligence. He reads the game very well. Toston can play six. Toston, if he was at City, I think I'll see Pep use him as he often use him occasions in that midfield area, just like he does with John Stones. If that makes sense. Every time I see that name John Stones, I remember the name Jon Snow of was that what's that TV series? Is everyone singing the pullback of Olise? I do not think it's coming to Chelsea. Ooh, sorry, my alarm is triggered. Where's my phone? Okay, my wife got it under control, so but my here's the thing, it happens if you pay attention, it usually happens every Saturday. My father-in-law takes the trash can out on Friday, so he doesn't know how it works. I've tried to tell him once he sees that the light is red, don't go outside. But probably didn't understand. So whenever he goes out to go bring up back the trash can, it triggers the alarm on Saturdays. So if you pay attention, it only happens usually on Saturdays. Okay. I think I still believe it happens. I think the pullback you probably must have seen the report from is it the Guardian? This particular report here, not that one, not this one. This particular report also from the Guardian. They're saying the same. It's also another negative report with regards to our pursuit of Jhon Duran, and this one also about Michael Olise. Uh, no, I still think we get the deal over the line. That's just my opinion anyway. But I'm not too concerned indefinite. I was going to even say could Casado play a right back? I think he did that at Brighton. He can, but why not use a specialist whenever you can? Or maybe if just like Thomas Tuchel using wingers and some aides in the wing back position, but with the intent of them overloading the attacking area and the midfield area. So chances are, just like the same thing Nagelsmann does when he starts Kai Havertz in the left back, you can argue, yes, start Casado in the right back position, but the main intent will be for him to help overload the midfield area, invite overload. So yeah, it's a possibility. Like I said, to play right back if Maresca's style is inverted. Yep. So yeah, that's an excellent comment right there. Imagine that midfielder being for being Enzo Gallagher, Lavia. It would be superb. A lot of energy from Gallagher and other thing. I think we got to play against. I think he played against Neymar and all this. Messi, did he play against Messi? I think so. Yeah, he's been there for a while. That's taking too much pain and overthinking. Not a bad idea. We may well see that because Maresca can be unorthodox sometimes. Watch the Switzerland game against Hungary. Did he play? I didn't even know if he was in the Swiss squad. Did he play? Did Zakaria play? I've just been watching Leicester City games and I am seeing his style of play and how it will translate. I think it will be exciting. It will be exciting. My hope is that it will be exciting and also productive. Yeah, and I strongly believe it will be exciting and also productive at the same time. I am wondering if Maresca will eventually transition to 2 6s instead of 2 8. Possible, and chances are he starts with 2 6. Chances are he wouldn't want to risk too much, changing too much at the same time, and will start with 2 6s in a 4-2-3-1 structure. I think he actually occasionally he played with that structure too at Leicester City. So and gradually, you can say drill the team into playing applying again playing with a 4-3-3 structure like he likes to apply again. He likes to play. If that makes sense. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with Tosin can play as a 6 in the double pivot and the 3-2-4-1 formation, basically like a John Stones. Yeah, he has that quality. He's excellent on the ball. Again, against better opposition, we may need the defensive coverage if our fullbacks are out. He can be flexible. I've seen that myself. Casado can play as an inverted right back where he can invert into the midfield. Yep, it makes sense. That will go along with too. And this is Kevin Morilla. Hey, it's been a while, bro. I hope you're doing well. I hope the case is that you've been busy and that nothing bad has happened on your end. 26 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen, people. That's 6 games in the season when we need workhorse to run riot and press, and yeah, it will work. If Olise is difficult, let's go for Somerville. We should have alternative options. I think we do. Other options maybe. We waste a lot of time and tend to overpay. I don't think that will be the case this time. Consider will thrive as an inverted right back under Maresca. Poch couldn't do that. He started doing that late in the season. Zakaria didn't get called up to the Swiss national team. Okay, that's it for him probably. In my opinion, Enzo Maresca is more about structured triangles zones in too much running is isn't the thing. But I don't subscribe to Aura. We will see. I don't subscribe to Aura too. We've all moved on to the seeing is believing. Seeing it, to be more specific, seeing it here is believing gang. That's where I belong right now. And I don't think I will leave that gang. So the first item here, Tayo Subuloye has agreed on a new deal at Chelsea, and he will sign his first pro contract as soon as he turns 17. Wow, a good one. Okay, the game is now 2-1. Okay. Uh, good one there. Another Niger brother there. We will see about Olise, but Somerville looks as though he's going to Liverpool. What player would be my plan B, coach, if we don't get Olise? Woo! If we don't get Olise, just bring back Angela Gabriel. Just bring back Angela Gabriel, in my opinion. And then in a season or two, then we'll have also Messinho here. I think we'll be loaded. Don't sign if we can't get Olise, just forget it. Who else? Somerville is going to headed to Liverpool. Who else is there? Yeah, so no other player comes to mind. But you may have a few names there. This is Marco Correa. I think this is my best of form since coming to Chelsea. I think last season was a little tough, and the start of the season a little bit as well. Then I had the injury and had to stop playing for a few months. Yeah, I remember the injury in question. Gallagher and Palmer on England duty. So somebody advised me to go check out Vince's comments. Something Nicholas Jackson delivered more than 20 boxes of clothes and boots from his first season at Chelsea to local kids in Senegal. I can't say the other name there. So nothing else. I'm going to try to find it. Somebody says I should check Vince's tweet. Let me see if I can find that. We'll be rounding up in a few minutes. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. I'm hungry too. 26 likes to get it to 100. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. Okay, I want to see Vince. Somebody advised we check Vince's tweet. So I'm gonna move on, go back to the swing there. We'll come back to the presentation window in a bit. We'll see about the list. Some of you looks as though okay. I think I've addressed that one. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. And it says that it is not the end of the world if we don't get all of our targets. Yep, we will still finish a top four. Yes, Poch was that bad. And I don't want to agree with you, and just for the sake of it, I'm not gonna agree with you. The beautiful game, go away. I don't like you. Let's see what else we have here. Should we throw that 16 million pounds back into the striker? Then I like to bring Angela Gabriel back, and I would be fine in a big investment. At the striker, nothing over 65 to 70 million. For me, I like Duran, and I think he works out. He complements what we have. If Quadradua has a good Euro 2024 with Switzerland, then Chelsea should sign him. I don't want to sign a player based on just one competition. The pudding question triggered a reaction in who? No. This case, just leave me alone, please. Seriously. Let's see. I'm gonna figure out. I think I need to reach out to these guys. I'm not sure why the picture has been blurry all day. Even better, throw that 60 million and 40 million in the kitty for Musiala. Do I see that happening? I don't see. So let's see. It's time to okay, yeah, something he started doing every day. Juventus
Wow. Okay.
they're interested in Chelsea for what Amanda Broya. Go ahead.
Oh, Juventus are interested in him. Do you
Yeah,
really
that's a point.
believe all
What?
this?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Another one. What's this? Tuto Sport via Sport Witness. That's the translation or the subtext text to that is total BS. This is the time we get all these silly little rumors, and this person wants this, and this person's trying to hijack this, and
Mhm.
it's a time of year. Before a couple of years ago, I would get involved emotionally in some of these things that are being said, and Yeah, but now I ignore so much. I don't even want to see them because it's just rubbish. You know. Is Juventus interested in Broja? I don't
That's
know.
what he's saying. Yeah, we don't know. There's no way to
So,
confirm that's the case.
but
Yeah,
the problem is, what are they going to do with the strikers they've got? They come up with these stories, but they forget that these are teams that are padded out with players already, and they can't just stack players just because you want to push rumors. The Juventus have, what's the name of that guy that we were linked to last summer?
Chiesa.
Um, no, not Chiesa. Chiesa, actually, they're trying to sell the striker, the big guy.
Oh yeah, Vlahovic.
Vlahovic. That's right. They've got Vlahovic. They've got a couple of others as strikers. What, they're going to get Broja for what? For the bench? Broja that's trying to go where he'll get game time. So it just doesn't really add up. It's just, you can tell a rumor when you see it. But hey, it makes it fun and gives us all a bit of spice to add to the discussion.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. This is saying asking me a question, coach. Do you think the Osimhen links are completely dead, or is Bali planning a madness? I don't know really. In
Yeah,
all
now
honesty, I
that,
don't know.
coach, that's a very, very interesting topic because
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm intrigued as to what on earth is going to happen about Osimhen. He seems adamant that he's leaving Napoli. Now, 112, or is it 113 million pounds, or is it euros? Whatever is the case, it's over 100 million pounds on his head in this current climate. Nobody's going to be keen to pay that. Nobody, even those that can afford it, are still somewhat a little bit cautious about the financial regulations. However, the interesting thing I want to see with this Osimhen situation is, as the transfer market goes on and clubs might find that other targets are fewer to be had because they may have gone elsewhere and so on, then somebody might decide, okay, let me just drop my bucket on this guy. That is a small possibility. But honestly, coach, unless Napoli bring down that price, I mean, can you see it happening? Because I
No, I don't see
can't.
anybody paying that much money. And it
No,
wasn't like he ripped up trees last season. He was out for majority of the time, a lot of you can say for a long time, and I don't know. I that new contract he signed it now just seems as if again
killed
it
him,
was a
isn't it?
mistake. Really,
Yeah.
yeah,
Now,
it was a mistake.
if it was last summer, I would say, okay, maybe somebody would just do something crazy and go spend the money, because last summer I think was the last summer that sort of 100 million pound deal would go through easily. I think it's greedy expecting clubs to suddenly drop that kind of money on your player just because you want to make some money. And
Yeah,
I'm quite impressed and intrigued as to, because I know they didn't plan it amongst each other, but clubs just walked away. They just looked at that figure and it's like, okay, thanks, but no thanks. I'm out of here. And that speaks volumes. That speaks to me as much as the silence of the January transfer window. It's all to do with financial regulation. You see how Everton's needing to sell before they can buy. Villa, it's well documented, and this is a team that's got into the Champions League, mind you. You know, can you hear me?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, someone's calling me. So, they're all looking to sell before they could buy. Man United is trying to bring down its wage bill, as is Arsenal. So I don't know. The 100 million mark player may not happen this summer. I'll be surprised if it does. So
Yeah, Bobby is disconnected. I think we did talk about the difference between Dacho Fofana and Jhon Duran. Fofana doesn't differ that much from the players we already have in Nicholas Jackson and in Kunku, but Duran is more aligned, more of a traditional striker than the others, so that will make it a good mix. We have a good balance if we sign him. That's the difference. If that they can. Beyond that, again, if that's your Fafana were more like again, if he was more like a traditional number nine and not more like a hybrid number nine, I'd say bring him back. Don't go for Duran. Should we just wait at the striker position, not invest in Duran? Bring up Dacho. Dacho Fafana will not be your Duran type of number nine. Dacho Fafana doesn't differ that much from Nkunku and Nicholas Jackson. He is not, but Duran is more of again his profile differs from that of Nicholas Jackson and Nkunku who will always tell you he's a number nine. I think that makes it a good balance. If we bring Dato Fafana back, the manager could still decide to bring him back, and that's fine. Then we have squad depth. But if we want to mix it up, if we want good balance, I think Duran is the guy. If you understand what I'm trying to explain there. Uh, uh, okay, and he's saying, I heard AC Milan is scouting him today as they play Albania. A lot of Italian clubs are interested in Chelsea players. Yep, Amanda Brea, you're talking about. Napoli should sell Osimhen for 65 million rather than 130. I I think I'm gonna say this. He's made a mistake by signing that contract he signed at the time because De Laurentiis is not gonna budge. He will not budge. He knows the Saudis will come back for Osimhen. Uh, the question now is, would Osimhen be willing to go to Saudi Arabia at a very young age? Chances are he wants to stay in Europe more. But if European clubs are interested in paying that much money, he'd have no option than to, yeah, go to Saudi Arabia and maybe come back to Europe later, which is going to be very difficult. So he's made a mistake. He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have signed that new contract. He had issues with the media personnel there that put out that TikTok nonsense about. You could argue
did
they
we
did some nonsense. He had the opportunity and the excuse to leave. I don't know how they were able to convince him to sign a new contract.
mm,
He's made a mistake, and De Laurentiis is not going to budge. No, he will not. He will not reduce the asking price, and
mm.
will only let Osimhen go to whoever pays the money. But they have a problem because Osimhen, if he wants to stay in Europe, then that becomes an issue. Go ahead, Bobby, if you were still speaking.
Yeah, I mean, Mabast has said that Osimhen should go for about 65 million. I would say that's about right for him. 65, maybe at most 70, 75 million. That would really be stretching it. Now, if he has that sort of price tag, they'll be queuing up for him. But he's killed his own market, as you say, by signing that loyalty contract, which is a shame. I can see why he did it, but I think Napoli have also stabbed him in the back by putting such a ridiculous sum on his head, such that I think he signed 2 years. So they probably will keep him this summer. I think they may end up having to keep him. And
Yeah,
then
that's another option that I didn't mention. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm sure Conte would like him, and then he'll play a season there.
Ooh, Bobby, you
He'll-
just made an excellent point.
yeah,
Probably remains. He will probably still be at Napoli for another year or two. Go ahead.
yeah. I mean, he's got a 2-year extension, so if he's at Napoli for this season, and then next season when he's down to 1 year, he's cheaper. Trouble is, the closer to his prime he gets, the market will have to, the layer of the land would have to change some before clubs start going for him, because right now he's at the age clubs want. Once you, if you notice, things are going. getting younger and younger. Nobody wants to spend money on wages and purchase on a mature player. They would rather try and avoid that. Mbappe to Real Madrid. Well, he's about the same age as Osimhen, but he didn't come with a transfer fee, so all that transfer fee has gone into his wages. Um, Osimhen needs to be careful, but yeah, I mean he could stay at Napoli and do well, thereby continuing to raise his stock, such that when his contract is run down, he has value. If I were him, I wouldn't go anywhere near any other sort of committal contract to Napoli. If he does, he's finished. He'll never be able to leave them, not while he has value.
Yeah, I think he just brought my attention to the fact that Conte is the new Napoli manager and would want Osimhen to stay. I think Osimhen definitely. Yeah, I think if he prefers to stay in Europe, then the only option would be to remain at Napoli.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Or go to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, he's made a mistake by signing that new contract. The deal would have to be staggered with a lot of add-ons and triggers with a reduced fee upfront. That's not De Laurentiis for you, and you know that. It says, yeah, Bobby, we are bailing out Villa with this Johan Duran deal. Kachila, trust me, Duran will explode at Chelsea. I believe that too. Surrounded by the sort of quality we have, people, I am looking for an advice next week. Okay, you're in Germany. Which game should you watch?
Have you noticed
And
something this summer, Coach? It's becoming this summer's a buyer's market. In that players that are in that clubs are struggling to sell players because everybody wants to sell, and there's a bit of a glut of strikers now. Duran at 40 million for a 20-year-old with barely any experience is quite expensive. But should they dare try and go beyond that mark, nobody's going to look at him. Teams aren't really ready to splash out cash because they know you all are desperate. You all need to get rid of players. And Villa definitely needs to get rid of players. Now, I'm not against people buying their players, but they have to be worth buying, like your Douglas Luizes of this world and so on. So the buyers will have quite a bit of leverage this summer, unlike last summer and the summers before.
yeah, thank you so much, Bobby, for that. Olise, yeah, you could, but his case not really a mistake because the 60 million for a player as good as him, for me, it's a good price. Yeah, in Osimhen's case, he
Yeah,
didn't have a season, not even close to the guy. He didn't do as well as he did the season before, the last season, and he agreed to sign that. That's a huge risk, in my opinion. He
yeah,
shouldn't have. Uh,
yeah. Olisa is a fair price. I would say a
so
fair
far,
price. I wouldn't say it's a good price. I'll just say it's a fair price. And why is it a fair price? Last season, quite clearly, he was underpriced. That was why uh,
that was
Crystal
you
Palace.
weren't happy, right?
Yeah, they got so angry they were going to lose a quality player for I think something like 35 million, which was really an underprice for what he had done after they'd given him all that exposure. So I can see their gripe, and they kind of probably intimidated him into signing another contract so they could, up his price. And to be fair to them, if we are to believe what we're told, his buyout clause set at 65 million, which will be roughly around what he'll be sold for anyway, is fair enough. I think that's fair market value for him. Now, if they start getting greedy, talking about 100 million and all that nonsense, nobody's going to do that this summer. I can assure you that I can't see a player being sold for 100 million this summer. I would be very surprised. It would probably be someone like even PSG. I don't think PSG would be willing to do that this summer. I don't think
Even for 70, I don't think they'd go for him.
Yeah. So, clubs need to be careful. As I've said, at the moment, the market is a buyer's market. A lot of the leverage is with the buyers because the sellers are desperate. People are trying to offload their squads because, especially squads on big money, players on big money. Right.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Saying I think if CFC wouldn't foot the bills of landing Osimhen, then I prefer we just keep moving with Jackson and Co. And here's the thing: I think uh Chelsea forfeiting the pursuit of Osimhen if in fact that's the case, isn't really down to his price. I think his profile, his injury issues is also, to me, it's a factor that clubs will consider, in my opinion, because become too much of late. In my opinion, if you're going to pay that much money for a player, it has to be one that stays fit. Just seen the Osimhen rant video. I haven't seen it actually. I'll take my time to watch it when I get a chance. Bobby's right. With that money, we could trigger Musiala. Yeah, just go for Musiala. United would pay that money for Osimhen. I don't think they will. Yeah, but you you do need experience too. We agree. Uh, we saw who made the difference at Real Madrid. It was Carvajal that broke the back of Dortmund in the game, and he was immense. 32-year old, but that's not to say all the players want experience and experience. You need let's use the term, we need more experience, because we have very young players who are experienced. If you want to be specific to experience in the Premier League, Osimhen goes to Saudi Arabia to try Saudi Arabia. Just leave me alone, please. Most of the names are broke. The entire Italian league is broke. Inter Milan just went bankrupt. They won the league. I think they'll be looking for cheap options. That has always been the case. I wish Cuckoo good luck. He's playing today. I wish him good luck too. It's going to be a tight game. Villa, they won 30 million. It says Osimhen, okay. Olise and Eze. Who you picking, coach? Maybe you need to refresh that. Are you asking between the three of them? Osimhen's fee, Olise and Eze. Who are you picking, coach? I'm not sure I understand that. Maybe I needed to break it down even more. Uh, I will go Olise and Eze. They offer more than Osimhen. The offer goes to create chances too. Anything over 30 million for Duran, when we could spend an extra 10 from his 40 million evaluation and get Tone, makes zero sense to you. To you, your opinion. I don't know. He will, maybe it wouldn't make it doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to you, but who's to say that it won't turn out to be the best decision we've ever made? You don't know. The Premier League of fixtures on Tuesdays, I think Chelsea will play Man United first, or whatever you're saying there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. No, Mateta, I need to see more. They lost Mbappe on the free. They have no money either. Imagine you lost $300 million. And I'm gonna say this. I've said this before. Even when people are saying that PSG they are interested in signing Osimhen. Osimhen isn't Luis Enrique's type of striker, and I'm not changing that. And plus, they have Gonzalo Ramos. They have Colomwani. They have, I think, one more attacking player. Those are the typical Luis Enrique's typical type of number nines, not Osimhen. And I told people I'd be shocked if PSG signed Osimhen. That's just my opinion. Yeah, in your opinion, thank you. We have a good squad. Now we need is to pick and add patiently and add a real quality, yeah, and not be in a rush. And Dill's nice to see you. Big up, just a perspective. Big up. Thank you for that. I was disappointed on the appointment. We'll give him a chance. I cannot write him off straight away. Yep, just give him a chance. It's as simple as that. And I agree. I've always said that even under Mauricio Pochettino too. Maresca, I just hope he can play the right way for us because we need a gaffer that knows how to set up correct. I think he's the guy for you, in my opinion. It's going to be exciting. Hopefully, we again we experience this excitement with um, what's the language I'm looking for? Productivity is that language. That's a delicious comment above. It is indeed. I agree. I agree. Our first game will be at the Etihad. Okay, let's see. That would be interesting. Uh, I don't know if we'll have it now. Run up the likes, people. I think we'll be rounding up soon. 82 likes. We still have 159 people watching, but only 38 of those on YouTube. The number of those following the show on YouTube has dropped. Let me see if there's anything new to our address. Otherwise, I think we should call it a day. Bobby, anything else you want to talk about? This says Vince. Okay, Vince talking about the kid that just signed a new contract. And this says some correction here. Chelsea didn't sell Musiala. At 16, anyone can leave. A club just need to pay the compensation. Thank you for educating people. People are complaining saying the club sold Musiala. Anything else here? Okay, yeah. Michael Olise is one of many names that have been discussed at Bayern, but there's nothing advanced at this stage. They discussed them, so they haven't even reached out to the club, to the selling club. Anything else? Milan's scout. Yeah, he doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia, and Napoli will not receive the offer of 130 million, so he's most likely will stay at Napoli. All right, and RIP to Arsenal and Everton great Kevin Campbell, who passed away at the age of 54. Condolences to his family. So, anything else, Bobby, you want to talk about before we call it a day?
No, we still keep an eye on the market. I don't think anything will really start moving till perhaps the later ends of next week, but bit by bit, some of the momentum will start to pick up pace with the players we're looking at. One player people have suddenly forgotten, but I think shouldn't be underestimated because, as I've said, Chelsea aren't just going to spend silly money on on what's his name? Oh gosh, Olise. It's what's that Leeds guy? Oh gosh, oh gosh,
Somerville.
Somerville. Yeah, he's still there. He's still gettable, and he's certainly be gettable at less than 65 million. So this is why I'm saying it's a buyer's market. It's a buyer's market. Sellers need to be a little bit cautious now. Crystal Palace may say, oh, they'd rather not sell, and they probably wouldn't. But the trouble is, the player would rather leave. And once you start having that situation, it's better to let them leave. No point keeping an unhappy player.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Bobby. With that, we've come to the natural end of today's show. And I want to say thank you to my Iraqi bro, Mabasa05, Deals for joining. Yes, Deals will still tomorrow every day, 12 p.m., 12 noon UK time, sometimes 11 a.m. UK time, but we'll definitely be here tomorrow. I'm going to also say thank you to JC for joining in the Blue Tiffle game, of course. And if you're watching, Dante, I hope things are okay on your end. Indefinite, I appreciate you. And if I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all. And cheers.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, 'Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.